Hey guys, got me a new toy. It's a mold, a flask if you will. And it's for making a mold with Petrobond, which is this stuff here. It's like a sand that you compress into the mold to take the shape of whatever you want to cast. And I got it from Amazon. So I think I'm going to give it a try and see what I can do with it. Normally what you're supposed to do with it, put what you want in it and pack it down around it, but in this case I'm going to pack this first, putting this into it and packing it down in there and then pressing what I want to cast into the sand. Okay, as you can see, I've packed it with the sand and screeded it off so it won't fall out. See? Now we're going to press something into it and make a mold. I'm going to try one of these little skulls here. Let's see how it turns out. Stuck to my finger there. Okay, now let's see what it looks like when it comes out. That's really the secret to it, is how it's going to look when it comes out. Kind of want us to stick to it a little bit. I have to powder it down. I think that's what it's going to have to. What I'm going to have to do is powder this thing down so it doesn't stick to it. Sorry. Do like that. Try this again. Yes, it still wants to stick to it on this side, but it's giving me an impression right there, which is what I want. So I think I'm going to get some powder and powder the skull down and try this again. It wants to stick to the sand. The sand is really sticky. It has oil in it. It reminds me of playing with brown sugar. Anyway, let me grab some powder and try and keep this from sticking. Okay, I got some baby powder. I dusted the top of the sand. I dusted the face. You don't have to go way down. Just get the impression like that. You want to go about midways of the skull, kind of like that. See? Much better. Didn't pull apart like the last one did. So what we'll do is we'll leave that in there like that, and then we'll take and put the they call this the drag, and they call this the cope, like that. And you pack the top of this, and then when you get done, you take it out and cut in your sprue and all that. So let me do that real quick. Let's see. Which one just break up some of this, because what you want it to be kind of fine around what you're going to cast, but that ain't the fine. This is pretty fine sand anyway. I just want to fill that in and pack it down. You make rings like this and bracelets and all kinds of jewelry and whatnots, you know. Like I said, it's kind of like packing brown sugar into a cup. That's what it reminds me of. Only not as sticky. Doesn't have that smell either. I love the smell of brown sugar. Oh wait, my wrist is hurting me today. I've been sick, fighting the cold. It's giving me a bit of bronchitis, I think. Allow supposed to send me some lozenges that's supposed to knock it out. You know how them Canadians are. They love their lozenges that taste like shit. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna scrape that off now. Drywall knife. My ex-profession. Used to be a drywaller. Hated hanging it, hated sanding it, didn't care for finishing it, but brother, I could do that popcorn stuff. And I mean, I could do it. I did 20, 30,000 ceilings in the area. I mean, the whole house. From 500 to 4,000 square foot. Okay, this will put it back in the bag so it's not in the way. Set that over there for now. Anyway, now you're supposed to be able to, voila. See? Pack it down. I think that side's gonna be alright. I can get the skull out here without messing up this side. Oh. What we'll do is, because we're, if this is plastic, I wouldn't be worried about it. Because it's metal, we're going to pack that back in there. Think about pouring this in silver. Okay, do like that. And what you're going to do is carve out a sprue through here to there. This is where you'll pour the metal, silver, gold, whatever. So, let me find something and I will carve a sprue and I'll be right back. Okay, it might not look like much because it is kind of small. But this is the skull face and this is the back of the skull head. And I've carved a sprue to the top on both sides so that the metal can flow down in there. That's some scrap silver I'm going to try. Made out of some old coins. I'm gonna have to find something to clamp that together with, some rubber bands or something. It's not 100% pure silver. It's like 90% coins, some sterling, and some .99. So it's probably overall, it's probably sterling. I'm not sure how that works with metallurgy, but anyway, we're going to melt it and pour it in there and see how it turns out. So let me find some rubber bands to hold us together and we'll go outside and fire up the furnace. Okay, I've got the furnace fired up and I got it warming up the crucible. Don't want to heat it too quick or it might crack. As soon as it warms up, I'll move it over in front of the flame and melt that silver that's in there. That's what I recovered from that melted crucible I had before. And we'll pour it in there. And I've got this graphite mold right here. I'll pour the rest of what I have left over in it. While that silver melts in there, I was going to give you a update on something I'm thinking about doing. The other crucible I've got for melting aluminum is taller than the inside of my furnace here. So what I'm going to do is where you see that ring there, I'm going to make another part to sit where the lid is on this one to come up, and it's just going to be like an addition to the to this furnace, so that the other crucible will fit in there, and I can put the lid on it and keep the heat inside. I'm going to make it out of that tank back there. Probably won't do it till next week, probably, because in case you guys didn't know, I'm in the middle of a hurricane warning here. Anyway, just wanted to give you a heads up on that. Okay, I've melted the silver and poured it in the mold. I'm trying to open the mold. A little difficult with one hand, but let's see what we can do here. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. Look at that. What do you think? A little overspill here. Huh. Let's get it cooled off and see what it looks like. Okay, this is what we got. After, before, I didn't have any to pour in the graphite mold because it was all went in the sprue. But you can see the face right there. A little sandy right in here. Still got a lot of detail to it. Here you can see. That's the back of the skull. That's where I kept messing with it after I took it out of the mold. I'm going to trim all this off. I'm going to get the hacksaw and cut this off right here. That's what I'm going to the shop for. And then take the Dremel to it, clean it up, polish it. Then I'll let you guys see it. Be back in a minute. Okay, what do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Take the file to it, polish it up a little bit more. The wire wheel's in the shop because of the hurricane, otherwise I'd probably put it on there and just get a good going over. I think it looks pretty good. Alright, I'll hit it with a file, see how it looks. I'll show you guys when I'm done. Alright, well, I'm giving it a good sanding and filing and gotten most of the grip marks out of it. It wasn't a perfect cast to begin with. This side kind of got a little messed up from the mold not being perfect. I think the next time what I'll do is push the jaw down a little bit more to this point here so there's no seam line on the jaw. The back side was never that detailed to begin with. As you can see here, more straight, but even this ended up with a weird little step in it, as you can see. But for the most part, it's a really detailed little skull, little evil sucker. Something out of nothing. What do you think? Rawr. Anyway, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys.